Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Platypus is the name, and it is after midnight. We got to be quiet, but the new event is here. I just got done with my stream about an hour and a half, so I have much more experience in this new event than I did when I made my speculation video just a day or two ago. So, first thing, I actually haven't seen if there's a new notice for it. Harvest? No, there's no new notice, it doesn't look like. Oh, no. Here we go. 531. 531. That's not even the day yet. I just wanted to quickly see here if there was anything here. Okay, this is exactly what I was looking for. So we'll get there. I just want to refresh myself on these numbers. 3-star Randy. Okay. Don't worry about this. We're gonna look at all this stuff, okay? So there's a couple new things. First thing you're gonna want to do is probably check the missions. There's basically three huge big aspects of this. There are new missions, including bingo. So you go to the event, right? There's bingo. There might be something after this bingo as well. Maybe an additional bingo. I don't know. But there's nothing that says this is the only one, but it might be because this one will be completed by me by tomorrow. So I would be surprised if this is the only bingo one. And there might even be more events that they plan on adding to this. There might be more things lining up. But this is going to be basically just complete the event. When you complete the event and you get to like the third to final fight, you are going to get Randy, the character. He's right here in the middle. And then you'll get a bunch of bingo stuff. And this is mostly just stuff to rank him up. He is going to start at level 1. So you are going to want to save books for him or just put him as a support and, you know, basically do the Pokemon EXP share tactic. But there's also a bunch of new special ones here, right? There's 3 stages at the end of the thing that are co-op stages. There's normal, which actually I think is not co-op. I think that one's solo. But then there's hard and very hard, which are both co-op stages. And by clearing them 5, 10, 30 times, I don't know if it's both solo or co-op, or if you just need to clear it co-op and it counts for both these quests. But basically, if you do co-op very hard 30 times, you have to clear it 30 times, and it's a tough fight. So, but you will get. There's just a bunch of gems here. You know, not a ton, but a couple pulls worth. So you're definitely gonna want to pick it up, especially because it does combine with getting the in the bottom left corner here, right? They're gonna count towards that. So there's some new quests to do. You don't have to go out of your way to do any of it, other than maybe grind those things for a few points. You're gonna get most of the stuff just doing the event. No new harvest. So that is kind of lame, but also kind of appreciative because I didn't want to have to spend all my shit like immediately, you know. So it's kind of nice to not have to spend my stuff. So outside of that, we did get a new character, Randy. Let's take a look here. So you can see mine's currently, oh shit, what level is he at? 20. Where the hell does it say the level? I am very tired. Okay, he's at 23 out of 54. That's not what I wanted. His skills. We can take a look here. He does pole arm damage, pole arm damage, pole arm damage. So I'm inclined to think that this character is average, to be honest. Average as a main, but as a support, he seems really strong, actually. But, you know, does pole arm damage, does physical pole arm damage, does pole arm physical damage. It's all like a little boring, surprisingly, for the first character they're adding to the game. I know he's a 3-star. I know he's free. I was hoping for, like, one slightly more interesting ability that felt like made this character stand out. But it's okay. We have a little bit of redundancy in his skill set there in terms of 3 abilities that do the exact same thing. But his support skill is actually pretty good. Self-impaired ally, win damage plus 5%. Now, 5% might not feel like a lot, but this is free. This is like, if you have a main, like the 4-star, you know, spear lady, I always forget her name, it's like Rise or something. But her right here, right? She's wind. And so if you're increasing all her damage by 5%, that's a pretty good free equipment there, right? That's definitely not something to shake a stick at. So I think this guy might be best in the game as a support for wind characters right now, which is an angle that makes him very, very good. And honestly, I'm just kind of like using him anyway because he's a cool character. He's fun. And also, and the other Randy I think might actually be a little bit better if I'm being honest. But that's as a main. I think this guy is going to be better as a support. So there's that. There is also a new memory, but I don't have the memory gem yet. I'll get it in the next day or so here, but it's not something they just hand out. You got to work at it just a little bit. But there's also a new shop. We come to the shop. We're going to go to the EP Trader. And like I thought, there are 2 kinds of coins. There are regular EP coins, and there are super high-end EP coins, basically. So these ones you get from every stage in the game, or every stage in the new event, all the way up to the very final stage. The very hard co-op mission is the only stage that gives you these, the hard ones, right? These golden ones, and these are like red or slash bronze. How many do I have? Does it even tell me right now? If I click here, I have 1,200. Okay, so this is actually pretty good, right? So you get the free Randy one, but also you just get the normal icons. So you can use these either on Randy, like, because there's the Randy exclusive ones, right? But then you have these ones that can be used on anything that's 3 stars, right? Like, just have fun. And then there's a 4-star one, which is really important. I'm actually going to start with the books because I'm going to get all this shit anyway. I'm not too worried about getting all of it. So I'm probably going to start with the books to get Randy leveled up so I can awaken him sooner and I can do all that stuff, you know? That's what I'm most interested in. Sorry, these are going to be the food to awaken Randy, though, right? You get the thing to give him from +1 to plus whatever. I don't think it's +6, but maybe you can get him at the +6 if there's some rewards I'm not seeing. Then you could use these 3 as food. So he's kind of like a 4-star in a can, you know? You can even get his, the levels up. But so one thing that's kind of good to note is like we showed before, you get 300 of these coins for completing the very hard. So if you get 300, right? You need 3,000, right? And so 300 means you have to do that mission 10 times to get all 3 of these things. Will they add more to the shop? Maybe. And you might have to do less than 10 times if you get an S rank as well. I think you get a bonus like 20%. I think you get like 360, which means you'd only have to do this like 9 times, 8 times. I mean, it would be literally 8 times if it's 10%, 20% less than 10. So that's kind of what to keep in mind here. And this one you get 250. Honestly, I have to re-go look at that thing, but you don't have to run it that much. It's not going to take that much stamina. I think what I calculated is it's going to take like under 400 stamina to get all 3 of these, assuming that you win your attempts. If you lose, and it is a tough fight, that's a different story. So you're going to want to win if you go in so you don't lose stamina, but it's not too hard to get all this stuff, which is like honestly pretty surprising, especially for an event that lasts this long. So I feel like they're going to add more stuff to it, or they're going to have overlapping events, things like that. And then finally, we actually have the event itself. I feel like this can is ringing or something. I don't know. We're going to go to the event tab. We're going to go trail to the toughest. You can see I'm not quite done with it yet. I've got 33 out of 36. We're getting there. Mott's picks. I didn't get that memory yet. Maybe I did. We'll go take a look here. But this is actually a convenient page because you can kind of take a look at all the missions that you could do right here. You click, it'll take you to the things, and it'll bring you back here. You can see your currencies. You can see this thing here. Here we go. Okay, so I was wrong. You get 300 for the hard stage. You get 200 for the very hard stage. So if you get 200 and you need a total of 3,000, means you have to do it 15 times. 15 times 20. It's 15 times 24 stamina. That's not it. Oh yeah, it was. Duh. It's 24 stamina for the final stage, so 360. If you win every attempt, it should only take 360 stamina, which it is the yellow stamina, not the blue, to completely clear out the store of what I see here. So that's worth noting. And then this one, you're getting 300. Hard, it wasn't very hard. I did it almost automatically both times. So you're not gonna have to grind this one very much either. This one you don't really have to do co-op. I mean, you don't have to do any of them co-op. Co-op's just fun. I don't know if there's an advantage for doing co-op or not. I'm gonna do co-op because I'm creating content and it's fun to play with people, on Twitch and stuff. But basically what you're gonna do here, there's just some story. I thought there'd be a normal hard and very hard version. There's not that many stages, so you're actually not getting that many gems from doing the stages themselves, but they are very easy. 1,200. If you've played this game for a day, which everyone has, but if you've played almost none at all, these stages are not going to be too tough for you, right? And if they are too tough for you, within 4 days of casual playing, you'll be able to clear all this stuff very easily. Where it gets hard is the Syrian stage. Hard, I would say, is the hardest. So you can get almost everything, but again, 6,000 ideal power, and this is the only way to get these last 3,000 gems that you need. You have to do this 15 times. Then that is kind of rough. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't love that, but it's a cool boss fight. You can go up, you can try to get carried by some really strong people. You have some friends that are playing. I only did one attempt so far and I lost. Me and 2 other people on stream, but you know, I'm not playing my best. I actually had 2 weak characters in my co-op team because I didn't know you could switch characters. In my mind, I was like, all right, if everyone gets to use one character, these guys will just get experience. That's not how it works. You can have a full party of 3 characters and switch out. So your team's fighting with 9. So co-op is difficult. But it might be easier to do co-op because you have so many characters. I'm not sure if it scales it up from that, but that's basically the event, right? We got these stages. We get the free character. We get the free food, which is kind of the biggest thing I think for me, because I'll actually be able to get a character up to 5 stars. I'm deciding who, probably Duran. But so we get a free food, free this, free that. Overall, it's a pretty small event. I won't lie. It's not like a big, massive, oh my god, all this stuff is happening event. I don't have that thing yet. I'm probably very close to it, but not quite there. So yeah, even though it's a small event, it's fun and it's definitely not overwhelming, which is nice. So we can focus most of our stamina, and all of our blue stamina still gets to go towards grinding, right? So the only thing that this event really, quote unquote, interferes with is story progress. However, I've already finished the story, or I've gone through chapter 5. I am going through the easier levels, but I'm gonna take a break from that to farm the event. And I can't really climb the tower because that also uses yellow stamina. So it's kind of interfering, quote unquote, with those things. But the blue, which is what you use to actually get stronger, because you use that to grind the mats you need to level up, basically, and to get gear. So most of the strength increasing is from your blue stamina. That's not being touched at all, which is very good. Overall, I'm positive on the event. It's a little disappointing. The shop is incredibly small. I was hoping the shop would be at least 3 times bigger, a lot more stuff, more stamina potions, more food, things like that. But it's still like very reasonable, especially for a small first event, where people are still new to the game and people are still eating up the content in the base game itself. I do hope, because it's a month long, that they add more in a week or 2 weeks. I think we could quickly run out of content in 2 weeks if we don't get any updates. So hopefully they have something else on the pipeline ready to be done. This one's this is good, very fun boss fight. No real complaints about it. It's just a little bit smaller than someone that's played constantly since it's come out was hoping for. But for anyone else that hasn't been playing as much as me, this is probably the perfect size event for you. Anyway, that's all there is to it. Perplatypus is Perplautopus. Check out the stream if you want to play co-op with me live, or you just want to watch me embarrass myself by losing. Anyway, I'm going to try to get this back on Discord tomorrow night, so hopefully I can get that. Hopefully this is fixed. But anyway, Perplatypus is Perplatypus yet again. See you guys next time.